Well, they say cash is king, and it is certainly true in many ways on the continent of Africa. Money definitely makes the world go round. We thought it would be fun to take a trip around the continent and look at the top 10 currencies used right here in Africa. For comparison purposes, we are using the United States dollar, which is the worldwide goalpost in many cases for monetary purposes. Please note that the currency prices fluctuate, so it is always best to check for most up-to-date exchange rates to know how much your currency is worth in another country. The site I found most useful for this is xe.com, which allows you to compare every currency in the world, even Bitcoin. Well, let's get going. Egypt is a famous Arab nation which has been in existence since biblical times, located in the north part of the African continent and well known for its civilization and home to the ancient pyramids. The nation is Africa's third largest economy and one of the most developed in the continent. Its capital, Cairo, is the second largest city in all of Africa. Cairo is an economic and industrial hub bustling with various activities. The Egyptian pound is the official currency of Egypt. It is divided into 100 piastres or irsh, E-R-S-H. If you get a pile of these, you will definitely walk like an Egyptian. Number 9. Eritrean Nafka. Eritrea is an island nation in Africa, a remote country in the Horn of Africa, which is quite small in economy, land area, and population. Its currency is the Nafka. After parting ways with Ethiopia, it still shares the same currency with the old nation. Eritrea has a stable currency from a not-too-lively economy. The Nafka is pegged at the US dollar at a fixed rate of $1 to 15 Nafka. At earlier times, it was officially pegged at $1 to 13.50 Nafka. The currency is not fully convertible, so black market rates available on the streets typically offered a rate of 15 Nafkas per dollar. About 5 years ago, between 18 November and 31 December 2015, the Bank of Eritrea began replacement of all Nafka banknotes. The banknote replacement initiative was designed to combat counterfeiting within the informal economy, but primarily Sudanese human traffickers who had accepted payments in Nafka banknotes in exchange for transporting would-be migrants primarily to Europe. A consequence of this was substantial amounts of the country's currency existed in vast hoardings outside of Eritrea. The plan to replace the country's currency was top secret and designed to prevent human traffickers bringing the funds back in time to exchange for the new banknotes. On 1 January 2016, the old Nafka banknotes ceased being recognized as legal tender, rendering external stockpiles of currency completely worthless. Number 8. The South African Rand. It is the currency used in South Africa. South Africa is the most developed democratic state in the African continent and is currently the second largest economy in Africa, trailing behind Nigeria. South Africa has a very vibrant and competitive economy and is the only African member of the G20 economic group. Its economy is diversified, comprising of mining, 41% gold in the world and 90% platinum, automobile assembly, textiles, agriculture, gold, and fertilizer. The rand is legal tender in the common monetary area between South Africa, Eswatini, or formerly known as Swaziland, Lesotho, and Namibia, although the last three countries do have their own currencies pegged at par with the rand. The rand fluctuates value on the open market daily and depends on the world events, such as events in South Africa with regard to the economy. The rand was introduced in the Union of South Africa on 14 February 1961, 3 months before the country declared itself a republic. A decimal coinage commission had been set up in 1956 to consider a move away from the denominations of pounds, shillings, and pence. It submitted its recommendations on 8 August 1958. It replaced the South African pound as legal tender at the rate of 2 rand to 1 pound, or 10 shillings to the rand. At the time, the government of South Africa introduced a mascot, Decimal Dan, the Rand Cent Man, to help South Africans understand the transition between currencies. This was accompanied by a radio jingle to inform the public about the new currency, as television was not available at this time in South Africa. Number 7. Zambian Kwacha. Zambia prides itself as the largest producer of copper in the continent before its neighbor, the Democratic Republic of Congo, eyed the title with green eyes and used it. Zambia is a landlocked country of rugged terrain and diverse wildlife. Zambia's economy has always been anchored on copper, which is the country's major source of export earnings. On 1 July 1966, the parliament approved the arrangements of the decimal currency system, changing the main currency unit to kwacha from the Zambian pound. At the very beginning, the kwacha was pegged to the pound sterling at a fixed rate of 1.7094 kwacha per 1 pound. Yet after the devaluation of the US dollar on 15 August 1971, Zambia broke all its currency ties to the British monetary unit and pegged the kwacha to the American monetary unit. These reforms resulted in a reduction of the kwacha's gold standards by 7.8%. A few months later, the British Chancellor of the Exchequer, Anthony Barber, announced the demise of the sterling area and flotation of the sterling pound, causing Zambia to renounce the monetary privileges once enjoyed as a member state. Number 6. Botswana Pula. Botswana is a landlocked state in southern Africa with a well-defined landscape defined by the Kalahari Desert. It holds a record for retaining one of the world's longest economic boom streaks. The economic growth rate of Botswana is fast-paced and fairly consistent. Its economy depends on agriculture, copper diamonds, textiles, and livestock. This South African nation is a major key player in the economy of its sub-region, and it houses the South African Development Community corporate headquarters. Pula literally means rain in Setswana because rain is very scarce in Botswana, home to much of the Kalahari Desert and therefore valuable and a blessing. The word also serves as the national motto of the country of Botswana. Number 5. Moroccan Dirham. The conservative Islamic Caliphate still in North Africa has the 5th largest economy in the continent and also the 5th highest currency in Africa. It runs a liberal and capitalist economy, gaining major control over the economy of Morocco. Some of its industries include mining, tourism, automobiles, construction, and textiles. A flourishing economy that has made its GDP, or gross domestic product, stand at an impressive $148.1 billion US. The word dirham derives from the Greek currency, the drachma. Number 4. Sudanese pound. The Sudanese pound is the basic unit of the Republic of the Sudan. The pound consists of 100 piastres. The pound is issued by the Central Bank of Sudan. Its value is linked to gold and convertible into foreign currencies. There are no restrictions on money transfers to and from Sudan. The Sudanese pound is one of the highest currencies in Africa, which is why it made number 4 on our list. Sudan has gone through a series of wars and divisions, but manages to maintain a stable currency exchange rate. Sudan's economy is yet still afloat despite the split that saw South Sudan gaining their independence. Sudan is seen in the top due to its consistency in the foreign exchange market over time. Number 3. Ghanaian cedis. The Ghanaian cedi is the unit of currency of Ghana. It is the 4th historical and only current legal tender in the Republic of Ghana. Ghana has a stable, diversified economy rich in hydrocarbon, tourism, solid minerals, and automobiles, among many more. Its economy rose to prominence in the days of the gold boom and the cocoa era. The booming economy has steadied its currency and made it a promising nation in the world market. Ghana was ranked the fastest developing country in the world. Number 2 on our list, the Tunisian dinar. The Tunisian dinar comes second from the top of our list. This North African nation has a diversified economy based on phosphate, oil, car parts manufacturing, tourism, and agro-food products. The country of Tunisia is an island with a 99% inhabitants being Muslim. The average living standard here is relatively on the prime side with a high minimum wage. The economy is rock stable, thriving, and with a small populace. More interestingly, is its unemployment rate is a stooping low at 14%. That's pretty good. Number 1, the Libyan dinar. On top of our list is the Libyan dinar, the official currency in the country of Libya. Libya is known for its vast deposit of crude oil, which account for 95% of the nation's total export earnings and 60% of its gross domestic product, or GDP. Libya sits at the top with the most stable currency in Africa. The country was made quite famous by its late leader, Muammar Gaddafi. Although ravaged by war, its standard of living is not as bad as the oil sector. The Libyan dinar was introduced in September of 1971, and it replaced the pound at par. It is issued by the Central Bank of Libya, which also supervises the banking system as well as regulating credit in the country of Libya. Well, that's our list of the 10 most valuable currencies on the continent of Africa. If you would like to send me some money in any currency, simply leave a message in the comments below and I will definitely send you my contact details right away. Don't forget to give this video a like, and while you're at it, hit the subscribe button as well as the bell to be notified when AfroPage releases a new video. Don't go anywhere, we have plenty more great videos like this one waiting for you. Here's one I think you might like.